Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm anoldguygaming, and we are continuing to get the blacklight supplied and getting close to getting the hell out of here. So I'm picking up my crops here in the base. The reason I'm doing that is because once we leave, it's going to run out of fuel. In fact, I'll probably just pull the fuel out of it when we leave. And I'm picking up all these sprouts because I don't want them to die. Plus, we're going to put several of them back down inside the blacklight anyway. So we're still working on this, though, but I thought I'd bring you back now, just kind of give you an update on where we're at with everything. Let's pull those two things out of there, too. I'm pretty much pulling just about everything out of the base and just about everything out of the horizon. Right before we leave, I might go ahead and leave some of the basic ores here. You know, just in case something happened and we respawn back here. That's not very likely, but, you know, I'm trying to be resourceful here. And that way, you know, we would have some stuff to do something with. Like, you know, our ship got completely exploded, blown up, and we were lost somewhere and we died and had to respawn here, kind of thing. Not likely to happen, but anything's possible, right? One of the things I want to get started too is there's a lot of stuff, a lot of machinery, equipment, that sort of thing, that I'm just plain going to melt down in the deconstructor. I mean, I'm not going to take most of this stuff with me. There's just no reason to. So a few things, like I'll leave the furnace here because we can't use a furnace on a capital vessel. But most of the rest of that stuff, I think we're just going to melt it down. So let's go ahead and connect to here, and we're going to get our decon out. And we'll just set that out here like we normally do, because this thing, I believe this thing does get hot. Well, no, actually, I don't think this one does. All right, let's connect it to the, actually, yeah, we'll connect it to the decon container here. All right, and then let's go to the mountain base and decon. And then here we'll go to mountain base and output controller. Okay, so stuff that we just don't need is most of this stuff. So let's see. That is a CV drill laser, but we already have the 6 of those in the blacklight that we're going to need. And that's not something I'm going to leave mounted all the time. We'll just put them down when we need to harvest. So I've got heavy weapons. This container here. So I've got 6 CV, making sure they are in fact CV drill lasers in here. And like I said, we'll just keep them in there until we actually want to use them, and then we'll just take them out, plop them down, do our mining, and then pick them back up when we're finished. So we don't need that. So let's go back here and go back to the base and to the decon. We don't need the medical devices. We don't need the offline protection. We have one of these already on the blacklight. I think I'm going to keep one here for the base, because what I was doing was setting it down when I needed it, just kind of on the edge here. So again, guys, in all probability, I probably will never come back here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go to the stars with the blacklight, start doing some exploring, maybe look for like the ultimate place to build our base kind of idea, but whether or not we actually get that far with it, I'm not sure. But I really just, I don't see myself coming back here. You know, that could change. You never know, but I'm pretty sure that that's the way it's going to be. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's already working. Cool. Okay, let's see. What else? We have no need for this. Oh, you know what, though? Hold on. I should be putting this stuff in the factory. I'm not thinking. All right, hold the fort. All right, we're I was going to do that too, and I completely spaced that off. And I've been working on this for like over an hour too. I mean, there's just so much stuff to do to get ready to go. All right, so let's see, factory. We already put this thing in the factory. So what we want to do then is connect to here, and we'll just throw stuff down here. I think we were going to keep one of those, right? Yeah. We don't need more advanced constructors for any reason that I could think of. We did. This isn't advanced, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so we'll put that down there. That's going to give us a lot of good stuff. Cargo boxes. I want, you know, I want to hang on to, not that they're hard to make, but actually, yeah, you know what? They're so easy to make and so inexpensive. There's no point in having them take up space. So let's mountain base decon. Well, we're not actually using that right at the moment. Yeah, let's just throw those in there too. We don't need another repair station. We have a couple of those. We have the maximum of 4 rocket launchers already mounted on the blacklight. This is, yeah, that's that other CV drill, right? Okay. All right, let's go to our factory now. So currently we have 5 hours and 2 minutes. Let's just see what we end up with after feeding all this stuff in. I sure wish you could shift click this stuff up in here, but you can't, so. All right, let's see. What else? These teleporters are for bases. Can you teleport from a capital vessel to a base? I'll bet you can. So you know what? We're going to hang on to one of those. Well, we might want those on our new base too. So I don't think these are super expensive to make. Let's look. There's no point in taking stuff with us that's, you know, relatively inexpensive to make, or even moderately expensive to make, just because it's going to take up space. If we need it later, then we make it later, kind of thing. But, okay, 6 energies, 16 oscillators, 20 flux coils, 10, yeah, okay. I would call this, you know, for the end game, this is moderately expensive. So if we need one later, and that is even an if too, we might not ever need one, we can make them at that point in time. So container extensions, are these, yeah, same thing, real easy to make. We don't need any more growing plots. So yeah, let's just keep feeding the stuff in here. Don't need the fuel tanks. All right, so we knocked this down to 2 hours and 58 minutes, so we shaved about 2 hours in total-ish off of there, which is pretty good. So yeah, I guess we don't really need to deconstruct anything. So I'm going to just pick this guy back up. Let's put it in the mountain base output controller, which is what we're already connected to. And that takes care of that. Couple of input things here. We'll just go to the black light and or in main input. I'm going to probably actually change that to just main input. All right, so let's see. We left some cannon and a couple rocket ammos in here and some projectiles so the guns can still operate if we need them to. We've cleaned just about everything out of the input controller. I want that to go into the black light. This we can put into the factory as well. Okay. So there's nothing left in the input. This is stuff that I want to save here at the base, just in case, you know, on the very slim off chance that we ever come back here. All right. So I think we've pretty much cleaned everything out of here. I've also done the same thing with the horizon too, so the horizon is pretty much cleaned out as well. Let's go take another peek in here. We got to get the hover vessel onto the black light. I already have the Stingray parked on it. I got the power off in here too, so we cleaned everything out of the locker. There's nothing in there. Fridge is cleaned out. Everything's out of the ore and wood controller. I left some 30mm bullets in here. One of the things oh, for goodness sakes. One of the things we should probably do too is we should probably let's go to the ammunition output and Oh, no, not the ammunition output, the fuel output. And let's just leave, I don't know, some of these little fuels here, I guess. Again, you know, here, we'll leave 1,000. And I filled up the tank already. So all of the tanks on the horizon are completely full, or close enough anyway. Here. There. So fuel's full, oxy's full, pentaxid's as full as it can be. In case, here again, you know, we ever had to come back here and we needed to use this ship somewhere. I realized, too, I've got one extra rocket launcher on here that I'm supposed to have. I didn't do that deliberately because I try and keep it legit like it's supposed to be like on a, you know, on a multiplayer server. Just because I don't want to take advantage, you know, of being too OP or single player. Let's see, if we go to devices and we go to weapons. Yeah, I'm actually only supposed to have 4. That's the max that, you know, you would be allowed on a multiplayer, or yeah, multiplayer server. So should probably take that middle one back off, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So yeah, everything is unloaded off the horizon too. This has been a good ship for us, except for, you know, we got to get that off of there. That's actually going to be interesting getting this up there, isn't it? Let's hop in here. Whoops. We'll just get down on the bottom here. What we're going to have to probably do is take this up here. Oh my goodness, this thing doesn't turn for shit. We might have to. The thing is I mean, we really generally don't even use this thing anymore. That's terrible. There must have been a game change, or I did something to make this so that it can't turn anymore. That needs some attention. I mean, if we seriously started using this again at some point, we would need to fix that. But again, I mean, all of the mining I've done lately, you know, has just totally been asteroids. So just kind of don't need this thing really. But let's take it up here so that we can bring the blacklight over and land it in some fashion so that we can actually get this in there. Hopefully I don't forget to do that. But even if I did, it would suck, but it wouldn't be like a disaster, you know? Okay, well, I think we're pretty close, you guys. Pretty close to being ready to take off. We're kind of, you know, comparatively speaking, we're kind of low on iron. We need ice because this thing's pretty much going to be making fuel nonstop. It takes an enormous amount of fuel to fill this guy up, and it uses an enormous amount of fuel. So we're going to need to, what? Might as well pick those, right? We're going to need to keep the fuel production pretty much going 24/7. I wonder if I could jump the hover vessel onto that ramp and make it up there. I don't know. I don't know. If, nope. Oh, no, this is going to hurt. Oh, nope, it didn't hurt. I thought that was going to hurt. We might be able to do that if it was down. I have the switches turned off for now. The sensors. Oh yeah, we can get the hover vessel up there. Yeah, let's do it. Too bad I didn't. I wished I would have thought about that before we ran all the way back here again, but whatevs. Yeah, let's go get it. I think we can get it in there, no problem. There we go. Come on, get down. It's not, it doesn't want to go down. Okay, well, we'll do this then. Why isn't this lowering down? I'm pressing the C key. That doesn't make sense. Weird. Okay. Well, anyway. Oh, you know what? I'm in, no, I'm not in fixed drill mode. I thought I was in fixed drill mode for a second there. All right, so let's just park this guy right in this spot here. That'll be its home. Because this is the hover bay as well as the crafting bay. And we got a nice little small hover vessel that fits in there pretty nicely. Back it up just a little bit, and that looks good. We must have taken that off. Keep forgetting to use the right-click button. That's the camo, right? Yeah. You got all the drills on there? Okay, cool. All right, so we took care of that. So yeah, I'm not sure that there's a whole lot left to do here. Oh, we need to plant the garden. Suppose we could do that now that the thing's powered up. Let's put this stuff in food input. And I've got a bunch of the sprouts with me. Before we do that, though, let's just take a look and see what else, if anything, there is to do to grab. So everything's out of the fridge. Everything's out of that controller. The base, the mountain base. Input controller is completely empty. Fridge is empty. Output controller is stuff I'm keeping there. Actually, you know what, though? Maybe we should take the deconstructor with us, because if we find a new... and the furnace, because if we find a new base, then we have those already made. Because those are fairly expensive to make. Probably not really any more than a teleporter, though. But, oh yeah, let's do this, too. Let's go here. And I just want to name this main input. Because or in main input, it's a little clunky, I think, after thinking about it for a little bit here. So we're just going to call this main input. And we'll rename this main input too. There we go. I like that better. I like that much better. All right, so I guess, yeah, we're going to do the garden next. So let's head on down there. Or up there, I should say. There's so much room in this ship. Okay, so we've got a pretty decent number of plots here. So we're going to do mostly rations, but we're going to do some other stuff too. So it's not just rations. But let's do the rations first. We got pumpkins, we got spice, we got oranges, and we've got buds. So these are all the ones that I pulled up from the base, I think. Are they? Let's look at food output. Medical fridge is kind of the medical and everything else kind of fridge too. Okay, so other things I'd like to plant some aloe. Space cave, and we don't really need parathines because the space oranges will take care of that. Maybe some cave. I want corn. I want to make grain. We don't need tomatoes. We don't really need wheat because corn covers that. We could do a couple of akua berries. We already got the space oranges covered. Some alien honey. I don't think we need eggplant for anything, because that just gives more veggies, and only one at that. It's pretty worthless. What is that? Oh, alien plasma. So the only other thing that I would kind of like to have is some mushrooms, but I guess I don't have any mushroom sprouts, so we might have to stop and get some of those. I did pick a couple of those, let's see, and put them in food input, but we would need more. Don't think we need alien spike lemon for anything. That's really actually more of a medical thing, isn't it? Well, it could probably be both, so we'll put that in medical too. Yeah, I'd like more mushrooms, and I don't know if there's anything else that we really absolutely would need to plant at this point. And, you know, we can always change it up later too, so it's not like we have to figure it all out right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put pumpkins on the outside. And let's go... so what does that leave us? That leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Why can't... Oh, that's right. We can't use those crop plots because of the window corners. I forgot all about that. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if that how that goes. And again, we can always adjust later if we need to. We're going to put the spice down the middle because the spice is not quite as tall as the other plants, so it'll just make it easier for walking through here. Do I have this ratio right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So, here, let's pull these back up. Okay, so how many sections is that again? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Okay, so that means we need 4 space oranges. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Yep, that's right. And then we'll put the flowers in these 2 slots. There we go. Now that leaves all of this area to plant other things. One thing we could do, I suppose, is we could do another section of these guys for now, because I don't know if I have enough of the other seeds right at the moment anyway, so we might as well just grow more of this for the time being. Okay. Now we have some akua berries, we have some corn, we have some aloe, some space cave. I think that, oh, and some sweetener. Yeah. Okay, so these are the other things we wanted to plant. So, let's see, we've got, let's put the corn along here. These are akua berries, right? Yeah, so we'll put maybe a couple of those. I don't think we need too many more than that. We'll put some sweeteners there. We'll put aloe here. Space caves can go there. I don't know. I think I would rather have a little more sweetener and a little less akua berry. So, where is my, oh, it's on my toolbar. What's the harvest from these? 2. Harvest yield is 2. Man, I wish we could use those slots, but we can't, so. I don't know that we need, you know, I'd almost rather have 3 corn and 4 sweetener, because we're going to get a lot of harvest out of this corn. So yeah, let's do it that way. So we'll do 4 sweetener. Put that there. And we'll put the akua berry here. There we go. Okay. Once we get some mushrooms, then, you know, I'll probably pull this last section of ration crops out and put mushrooms and maybe expand some more of this too. But for now, we'll just leave that the way it is. Okay, so we got the crops planted. Those are good to go. Let's put the rest of these sprouts back in here for now. Got all of our medical stuff in there. Not that we really need to use it much because we have the medical stations. Alright, let's see. Let's put our guns back in place. I think I had the shotgun there. And then I think we had the sniper. And then I think we had the plasma. That needs to be sold or put into the factory. Epic assault rifle. And oh no, we had a couple of rocket launchers there. Make sure everything's loaded up here. Didn't quite let that one load all the way. That one's loaded. That one takes forever to load anyway. And that one's loaded. Okay, good. Excuse me. So, right now this guy's working on rations. And you know what I could do? We might as well get this one doing rations too. So I'm going to temporarily change it over to... I mean, what medical... Oh, we could make these. Got 16 of those. Yeah, you know what? Actually, let's do that. Let's just make as many of those as we can. Because, I mean, I've got over 100 rations already in here. No, in the output fridge, which is this guy. 103 to be exact, and 30 in there. So we're doing good on food. All right, you guys. I think we're ready to go. I think we are ready to hit the stars. I can't, I'm not sure what else we need to do whilst we're here. Why don't we do what I said we were going to do, though, and put... We'll leave a couple of, you know, some of the basic ores here and other things. Maybe I had to go get a bunch of wood. While the getting's good, because we don't have a lot of that. Let's see how much... Well, we got 398 nitrocellulose there. Blacklight. We need some of that in the ammo input, but we also have wood in the ammo input. So the main input, we've got 8 there and 2 there. We don't need that much nitro. In fact, we don't hardly need any of that. It's needed for a couple things, but I'm going to move all that stuff over. Yeah, we could get some wood, I guess, but here's what I want to do. Let's go back to the mountain base for a minute, to the input controller. And we were going to grab those two things, weren't we? So let's go to main output. I'm just going to grab those guys so we have them. In fact, we should keep that with us too, now that I think about it. So when we do need to get wood, we just take it out. Commander Courtney's in the thing right now. We got that's the next thing we got to do, is we got to put crew on here, but we'll probably do that in the next episode since we're running out of time anyway. But what I wanted to do is, let's go back to the input controller. Let's just leave a small amount, like 125 of those, of, you know, the ores here. So that way, you know, if we ever come back here and we need to make stuff, at least we have all the basic ores to do that, right? I don't think we need that, even that much cobalt. We can leave... We got so much titanium. What the hell? Let's just leave... Let's leave a full stack of that. So it's not taking up so much space. We'll do 500 silicon. Iron's the one thing I'm kind of short on. Don't think we... Yeah, what the hell? Let's leave a stack of that here. We can make more of that as needed. Okay, so that's what's in the output. Let's go to the main input. I'm not really worried about leaving nitrocellulose here because we'll just have to go cut a couple trees for that. Same with plant fibers. We could leave some waters here, I suppose. Don't know why we would need gold, but let's leave 10 ingots there. All right, what else? A little bit of raw pentax would probably be a good idea to leave here. Cement, wood, sathium. Let's leave that much sathium. Already did that. Stone's pretty easy to give, but we'll leave a little bit, I guess. Carbon substrate, we can leave a little bit of that. Magnesium, let's leave a little bit of magnesium. Don't need much of that at all. I think that covers everything, right? Except for iron. See, this is all I've got for iron. I am very low on iron. So we're actually gonna go mine some iron anyway, so I'll leave that much. Okay, good. So that means here again, if you know, if we ever do happen to find ourselves back here for some crazy reason that I can't think of right now, you know, we've got all this basic stuff to where we can get started again on stuff if we need to. All right, cool. Okay, guys. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to plop the harvester down on this guy and go out and just get a bunch more wood before we actually take off. But there's no reason to keep this base powered on any longer. Let's just top the fuel off on it, though. Black light. Okay, and let's cut the power. We had an attack before I started the camera. Just, you know, the usual stupid 3 drones that come through, so we shot them down. But, you know, this place isn't going to get attacked unless I'm here anyway, so... Should we take the swamp cruiser with us? Nah, let's leave it here so we have a vessel of some sort here. Yeah, we'll leave it here. Okay, yeah, so guys, I'm going to let you go here. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in might actually use the swamp cruiser just because it's easier to get to. And just go harvest up some wood, and then I think we've got everything we need to take off and hit the stars. I was making ammo for all of our weaponry too. Let's look at that really quick. So we don't have any flak shells or 160 millimeter missiles. So we ran out of something for those, but we've got a fairly decent supply of all these other things. We need to set rules of engagement for our turrets and stuff too, but yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that later. But what I do want to know is what am I missing for this stuff? Is that still going? What? How come nothing's happening here? Oh my goodness. We ran out of space in the ammo output. I might have got a little overboard with some of this stuff. Oh shit, what are we going to do about that? Okay. How much room do we have in the input? Quite a bit. All right, what I might end up doing is putting some of the spare in the input. The other thing we could do is we could start loading the guns too, and that will get some of it out of there. That's probably what I should do. I mean, they need to be loaded anyways. But again, I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll do that later, off camera. So I'm going to let you guys go here, and what I'm going to do is go harvest some wood. I'm going to load up all of the weapons with the ammo to free up space, and then if I still need more room, we'll have to figure that one out. Like I said, I could maybe put some of those stacks in the input as extra storage, or, you know, put them over here in the main output, because that's kind of what this is anyways. We got lots and lots of room in here. Probably what we'll do in the next episode too is we'll go up to the space station, and we'll buy a bunch of crew, and then we'll set up the crew on the ship. And then we'll be ready to leave this system for good, hopefully for good. But that is it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.